Hey, do you think that someone that has $1 million in a 401k should take his social security at 62 or at 67? Let's find out in this video. So to give you an idea about these numbers, let's just run a hypothetical scenario just for educational purpose only. So let's think that we have Miss Mary here. Maybe she's renting a house, she's paying her monthly rent, she has a car. She also has one bank account and a 401k with $1 million here. And then she says, well, I have some goals, some financial goals in her life, of course. Will be like maybe she wants to retire when 67. She wants to keep, well, she's going to have some monthly expenses, then maybe some health cost expenses. Maybe she wants, to go on vacation each year and maybe change her car, from time to time there. Then we will say like, well, she's going to continue working, she's producing some money there. So maybe she's going to say, well, this is the money that is coming from her wages here. And here we can see their expenses, like her day-to-day expenses, like her rent, the vacation, of course, taxes. FICA taxes, Social Security and all that, and she's making some contributions to her 401k, and maybe she still has some money, so free money there, unsafe cash flow there. But then we will say like, well, if she's doing that, when we can see their inflow, she's receiving her wages, she has some expenses, but then like, well, the money that is coming in is bigger than the money that is coming out. So she's going to be able to keep saving and having a great life there. But maybe at 67, she says, now it's time to take the Social Security. Now I'm going to start receiving this amount. And then she says, well, and now I'm going to still have some expenses here that goes growing with inflation. And then she'll say, well, I will have to take some money out from my portfolio. Maybe next year, this is the year that she's going to change her car. She's going to have to invest some money or spend some money in her car. And then you will say like, well, then she has to be withdrawing some money there. Her investment accounts are going to start, she's going to take some money out of there, but even though she's going to do great in time, because as we see it here, in the end of her time, she's still going to live like a pretty decent portfolio there. But then now let's just review. She said like, well, you have a great probability of success. We can run different scenarios there, and we will tell you like everything is good. This blue line seems like maybe you're gonna leave some money there. These are just, of course, simulations here. But then she will ask like, well, as everything seems so good, what about if I just retire at 62? I'm tired of this work. Maybe I can also take my Social Security at 62. Let's just run those numbers. Now Mary says, oh, let me go with a certified financial planner, maybe an hourly planner. Let me just run this idea because she wants to retire at 62 and she knows like, well, I want to know if I will be able to make it or not. Let's just run those numbers here. Let's say it like she says like, well, I would like to retire at 62. Let's go and get that set there at 62. Maybe she's going to say, I'm going to take my Social Security as early as possible. That would be at 62 years. And let's just run the numbers to see what's going on here and what are the different scenarios. The first thing that we can see here is that probability of success has gone down, but let's just understand what's going on and what's happening in here. And the first thing we also can see is that the income that she's receiving is only coming from her Social Security. She's 62, she's receiving this check, but she still has some living expenses. She has her rent. Now she's not working and now she has to be paying for her healthcare insurance. Maybe she keeps her vacation and her taxes has gone, really down here. But now we see that there's some money that is missing this first year. And that money is going to come from her portfolio, her 401k, because now we can see here she's making like this 29,000 in her Social Security, but she still has all these expenses. The expenses has gone up because of those medical expenses for the insurance also. And now we can see that, well, she needs like all this money in all these years. and when she's going to buy the car, she's going to start to need it more. And if we go to her 401k, we will see like the balance of her 401k is not growing because she's taken each year, she's taken some money out of there. And now we can see that maybe when she's like 85, maybe she's after 85, she runs out of money. But then she will say like, well, what about if I take my social security at 67, which is going to make things even worse? Because we will say like, well, you're not working, and you will say like, well, maybe that will help me because in the future I will receive more money and that will keep helping me. I mean, let's just review that scenario here, and we will see that the thing is even worse because well, this year she's not receiving any inflow. I mean, like we can see that she's not receiving any money here, and she's taking more money out of her portfolio. So I would say that each case is different. I mean, it depends, mostly depend at what year you would like to retire. But to just say like it will be better at 62 at 60, 67 to take your social security, it also depends in a lot of different situations. Maybe your health situation, maybe you need your income, maybe it's not a choice because maybe you're not working anymore with any company and you need to take your social security. But in this video we are just trying to show you the different scenarios and how that money that is coming out of your portfolio, if you start to doing it really quickly, it could really change your financial goals for the future. We know that each situation is different, but we hope this video has been helpful for you, and if you like it, please give us a like and subscribe to our channel. If in the future you will say, well, I would like to run these scenarios for me to see my particular situation, remember that at Advice Financial we provide hourly financial planning and we can run different scenarios especially for you. Thank you.